gold, you get yours, I get mine. I've been reflecting on how we got this far, even when the pressure's on, finessing strong. Plus I got my team around me heavy, ain't no extra bros. You can keep them. Giuseppe's on delusional. Who gon' be there for you if you lose it all? Question that, who gon' have your mama back? Think about it, it's so much more to life, take advantage. We gon' get this money, stat this thing.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Well, Fournette was really bottled up last week against the Bills. 21 carries, 57 yards. At front seven, though, they were strong.
They really were, and it's tough to run against what Buffalo presented. But if you just keep giving Leonard Fournette carries, things tend to work out. Remember earlier in the season against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who they were end up playing in the playoffs, he had 181 yards. This guy went over 1,000 yards in just 13 games as a rookie. Leonard Fournette's an absolute force and is only going to get better.
The yardage total second highest. But he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
To throw is Bortles. That's Hearns. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hearns, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go now.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run with Davis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now out come the Jags. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spins by, and now running right through it. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, here's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's a reason he's the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. How about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Quarles going to throw. Dancing to his left. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz caught and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. In motion now is Lee. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Bortles now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And a great spot to start this drive from here. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now Wilson steps away to his left. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Wilson to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And it's
picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. Smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah,